In 539 BC, the invincible city of Babylon fell. Not after a bloody siege or a dramatic battle, but with a quiet surrender. The real story behind its collapse is far more surprising than you think. This wasn't a military defeat. It was an implosion decades in the making. The rot began after the death of Nebuchadnezzar II in 562 BC. He was the king who built the Babylon we imagine, but his successors were weak, and their brief reigns plunged the empire into chaos. This led to Nabonidus, the last king of Babylon. He wasn't even from the royal family, and his reign was defined by controversy. Nabonidus deeply alienated the powerful priesthood of Marduk, Babylon's chief god. He famously promoted the worship of the moon god, Sin, and spent years away from the capital, neglecting crucial annual festivals. This wasn't just a religious dispute. It was a profound political and social affront to the very foundation of Babylonian power. Nabonidus was fascinated by ancient history. He was, in a sense, the world's first archaeologist, obsessed with restoring ancient temples. This obsession led him to the Arabian oasis of Tema, where he lived in self-imposed exile for a decade. While he was there, he left his son, Belshazzar, to rule as regent in Babylon. This created a fractured, two-headed government. The king was off in the desert, while the heir was left to manage a fragile empire. It was a staggering act of political neglect. Meanwhile, the empire was suffering. Maintaining a vast territory and funding ambitious building projects drained the royal treasury. Cuneiform tablets reveal evidence of inflation and growing economic hardship for the common people, creating widespread social discontent. By the time Cyrus the Great arrived in 539 BC, he didn't encounter a unified, resilient empire. He found a kingdom already teetering on the brink. The internal divisions, the alienated priesthood, and the disaffected populace had rendered Babylon incredibly vulnerable. Historical accounts suggest that many Babylonians, disillusioned with Nabonidus, may have even welcomed Cyrus as a liberator. The Persians famously diverted the Euphrates River, marching under the city's seemingly impregnable walls. There was no epic siege. The city was simply taken, largely from within. The fall of Babylon is a powerful lesson. External threats are dangerous, but it's the internal rot, the weak leadership, religious strife, political neglect, and economic disparity that truly paves the way for an empire's demise. The past is a mirror for the present. What lessons from Babylon's fall do you see reflected in today's world? Share your thoughts below and hit that subscribe button for more history you won't find in a textbook.